I need you to delete Google. I need you to get rid of Google right now. I need you to go to your browser history. I need you to go to your default search engine and change it to Brave, DuckDuckGo, Kagi, Start Page, Ecosia, anything of that variety. I beg of you, to go get rid of Google, because Google has just announced that they are getting rid of regular Google search. As a matter of fact, tomorrow, as of making this video, when I'm releasing this Monday, on Tuesday, Google is basically going full AI, where they implement everything into AI. Let me go ahead and show you an article of what I've been reading right here. Ask AI or just Google it. Google makes a big change to a little search box. So what we have here is Google going crazy and actually psychotic. I hate that. The company this week announced significant changes to its search box. That austere single-line input field on its homepage that has been the world's most popular entry point into the web for around 2.5 decades, which is crazy because they're using AI. They're crazy using AI to write this article, and it's agitating me. The new version looks similar to the old one-line box, but it's dynamic, expanded with longer queries. Users can now drop videos, pictures, and files into what Google calls multimodal search. Behind the scenes, a bigger shift is underway. Google is merging artificial intelligence and traditional web search in a move that Liz Reed, who oversees search at Google, said brings the best of web and the best of AI together. Interesting. Critics say folding AI deeper into the search risks muddying the waters around the purveyance of information gleaned from the web and could take agency away from users. A chatbot is likely to return a summary with only a few links to further information, unlike a web search that has many pages and links. That's the biggest thing. So you're going to get a lot less websites, thus destroying web traffic entirely, thus ruining it for a lot of stuff. But the shift is, in some ways, not surprising, given Silicon Valley's hard pivot toward AI, with Google and other investing billions in technology and refocusing corporate strategies around it. I am angry. Sorry, when I get angry, my mouth gets full of water. I am so agitated right now. I need you to get rid of this. So there's more articles about it. Google shifts to AI search, heralding major change in how people use the internet. But we can fight against this. I promise you, you can stop using Google. You can stop using Google on your phone. You can change your search engine. You can look up. Don't Google it. Go to YouTube and figure out how to make Google not your default search browser. Every phone that exists, essentially, if you go to search, the Google search is right there on the phone. It's basically right there. It is the first thing that pops up right there. You will Google something and it pops up immediately. Just change that. This is killing me. For many people, Google search box is the lobby of the internet, simple and intuitive. It has shaped how people navigate online for nearly 3 decades and was a driving force behind the company's meteoric rise. Now it is set to undergo a radical transformation to fully incorporate artificial intelligence. You know the worst thing about this too? All of my emails are Google emails, right? I'm going to have to switch to Yahoo and all this stuff because I need to find some way to fight against this. The average person is not going to fight against this, I imagine. They're going to be using ChatGPT for everything. They're going to be going crazy, sicko mode, wild and wacky. They're going to have a horrible time with this. The company announced on Tuesday that the search bar will completely reimagine with AI, calling it the biggest change in more than 25 years. We have one day, ladies and gentlemen, one day. You have time. This is me releasing the video really early and telling you you have time to change and fight against this. The change has the potential to reshape how people use the internet and access information, and could disrupt many industries that rely on search traffic to drive customers their way. This will affect a crazy amount of customers. And then this is the last article. Google search is now AI search equals the worst thing to happen to the internet since social media, except this time we can all see it coming. We know this is going to suck. We can feel how bad this is. It's no overstatement to say that AI has fundamentally changed everything we thought we knew about the internet, and there's no more apparent than in Google's own drastic change to search announced at this year's Google I/O event. In case you missed it, the tagline that the Silicon Valley giant hinged much of his 2-hour presentation on was this: Google search is now AI search. So what does that mean? We've shared our teardown of new features coming to Google search and its results page if you want the nitty gritty, or you can watch our latest podcast episode. Okay, that's a lot of fun thing there. This is really, really bad. This is bad. But first, let's explore the why Google doesn't just want the homepage of your internet browser anymore. Now it feels like it wants to be the internet. Its largest ever changes to the search box and results page mark a huge transition from Google being a gateway to more content towards bypassing the content creators altogether. Despite Google's assurances during I/O that trusted sources and websites will be suggested as part of this new expanding and widget-laden AI overview, and of course users will still be able to see a list of results as usual beneath it, there's a glaring omission to the big picture. How will Google search source reliable information when those sources no longer exist? This is really bad. Google has always been a product to me that has been primarily soulless. I'm not sure why a lot of people have always put so much credence into Google, saying, oh, Google's different. Google's the default. Every time you search for something, you say you Google it. Same way that Twitter had the perfect tagline, you tweet something. That's what it was. You tweet something, you Google it. Those two terms have become internet nomenclature for time and Pantenium. That's what it is. As I mentioned before, there are alternatives. You can use DuckDuckGo. You can use Brave. You can use Kagi, Kagi. You can use Startpage. You can use ECOSIA, Ecosia. Now, none of them are perfect. They kind of suck. I'm not going to lie to you. But if you use them, you are steadying in your feet that you are refusing to let Google win. You have to refuse to accept that convenience is the only value that matters. I know convenience is really important to you. Even when I showed my phone, had DoorDash, I grasp it. I'm not against convenience culture in totality. I'm aware that it exists. I'm aware that people are going to be wanting to use convenience. People are going to use Uber. People are using Amazon all the time. I grasp it. Even Amazon is getting more AI as time goes on. See, you know what's crazy? We have used the wrong method to tell people about AI for quite some time, and I think I've discovered what it is. So we have been shaming people that use AI. We've been telling people, oh, you know, you're an evil person, you suck, you're harming artists, you're ruining them. We've been telling them this for quite some time. We've been saying we cannot continually use AI because it ruins artists and the human aspect, disgusting. People don't care about that because they don't know the people. Same logic as when a tsunami takes out 1 million people or 1,000 people. Nobody cares about those 1,000. But if you hear about a little girl getting shot, you would say, oh, that's so sad because it's more personal and it's smaller scale. The reason AI is bad, and this is very important. You can say that it's about, oh, the data centers are ruining things, right? The data center, nobody cares about the data centers. No one cares about the water being destroyed. Let me explain how you can get people to start caring about AI. It's going to make your electric bill go up. Yes. AI will make your electric bill go up because the data center will need more electricity to run. So if they build a data center, they will need more electricity. So your electric bill will go up. That's how you convince people to stop using AI. Their electric bill. Because that is a personal issue that you can get anybody to get behind. That is the best method. I know you're trying to hit them with the empathy angle or the shame angle. That's not going to work. It has never worked. It is not going to work at all. It's the same thing. You are doing the same thing that vegans do when you say if you eat animals, you hate them. That's not going to work because I love cows and I eat cows. It's not going to work. You're not going to do that. This AI sprint is not the technology, right? Humans built tools. Humans have always built tools. When the camera first came out, people were concerned that painters were going to lose their job in totality. Oh, we can't do portraits anymore. When the gun came out, people with swords said, oh, I've lost years of swordsmanship. We always build new technology, right? My issue is the speed. There's no regulations. The scale is so large and it's so fast that it's destroying everybody. The vacancy behind the eyes of the people deploying it. They speak about replacing human labor the way you talk about replacing, I don't know, a broken printer, broken printer. Artists become content generation sectors. That's what I've heard the term. That's what artists are, right? If you've ever seen any animator on YouTube, you will hear them talk about how bad it is, how horrifying it is to be an animator on YouTube. Same with skit channels. There's a good skit channel called Sylvanus. He's been trying to make longer videos so he can get paid more. And I've seen a lot of animators extend out animations just to get paid more because advertisers only care about how much time. They don't care about the effort you put into an animation. That's worthless. So a lot of them are relying on Patreon and things of that variety. Writers even are going over this too because they're being referred to by a lot of companies as text output. Human beings are becoming spreadsheet terminology. The boardroom applause is so deafening when this happens because we've turned artists and consumers and dreamers into products. We did this with YouTube. We did this with people like me. I'm a content creator. I'm not an artist or a dreamer or a speaker or somebody intuitive. I'm a content creator. That's what I am. It's who I am. And I grasp that. It's disgusting. Every time another department gets shrunk into an algorithm wearing a smiley face sticker, someone somewhere gets a bonus. And that money they're stockpiling because they're ruining the world and destroying it is the point. They want to be in the big club. The CEOs are making all these decisions knowing the average person will never be able to afford electricity, gas, food. The world's getting destroyed. The environment's getting annihilated. This is bad. This is really bad. But normal people, regular people, your uncle, your auntie, you're going to go to Facebook. You're going to see them using a new AI trend. Oh, this is the new AI trend going on right now. This is the new AI trend. I remember on Facebook right now, there's this AI trend that's going on where everybody is doing this comic book spreadsheet, something of that variety. It's a little strange, right? Everybody's saying, show me yours in the comments. Show me yours in the comments. Just show me yours in the comments. And it's really killing me seeing that. It's so stupid to see that. It's the specific AI trend is this one right here. It's this thing where they are using AI or ChatGPT to make themselves as a comic book character or something of that variety. If you see, it's this one right here. This one. They're doing this, and it's really disgusting to see that they're generating all these images and doing all this stuff and they're sourcing it. It's strange because this is a big AI trend going on. Everybody's saying, oh, it looks so good. This looks just like me. This is amazing. They would rather do this than pay an artist because, and I said this before, you can't shame them into not doing this. You can't. You have to explain to them that their bills are going to go up. Most people are exhausted, overworked, underpaid, emotionally depleted. They do not have the energy to spend 4 hours researching something when a machine can summarize it in 10 seconds. They don't have time to talk to an artist, have human connection, because this is the most important thing about art to me. Art isn't a factor of magnitude of the money, right? I don't care how good the art looks. For the most part, I genuinely don't care about how good the art looks. I don't. I genuinely don't. Art is about the connection behind it, right? I care about the connection behind art. There is an amazing artist, one of my favorite artists of all time. I'm going to show you this artist, right? This artist is one of the best artists I've ever dealt with in my entire life. This is the artist right here on Instagram. You can follow this artist. You can find them. This artist makes women in amazing depictions of of femininity, showing that this can be feminine even in these aspects. I love the art. Very Mexican inspired. This is amazing art, right? I think this is outstanding art. I think it's great. You can follow this person on Instagram as well. I think this art is phenomenal. The point isn't the art to me. The point is the story behind these pieces. To me, the point of the art is what inspired the art. To me, the point of the art is what goes into the process behind the art. What goes into the creation pieces, the boldness, what goes into the mindset. I want to have communication. The point of art is connection and communication. That is the point of art to me. That is the point of all art. It's to talk to the person. It's to have the conversation with the person. I don't care about all the other aspects. My main purpose is that I can't communicate with AI and get a connection about it. I can't do that. And regular people don't care about that. Regular people don't care about the deeper minutia of connection. They care about themselves because convenience always wins. Fast food won. Streaming won. Social media won. The machine that saves time beats the thing that preserves deepness. That's physics. The problem is that corporations understand this deeply and weaponize it. They build the trap. They bait it with time. They wait. And we walk in every single time. The internet already feels so hollow. Search results are synthetic sludge generated to satisfy algorithms. Half the articles online read like they are written by an alien attempting to imitate an actual person. It's disgusting. You look up a recipe and the page tells you a 17-paragraph story about someone's grandmother crying near a zucchini before revealing the actual ingredients hidden between 30-second advertisements, and there's 37 of them. AI is accelerating that decay. The dead internet theory is not a conspiracy. It's a weather forecast to me. The forecast is cloudy and rain is 100% hitting the area. Little known fact, by the way, when you see like 50% or 70%, that's the area of the rain. And they tell you if it's heavy rain or light rain. 70%, 80%, 90%. That's how you read weather, by the way. This is garbage. Like no one cares about the massive AI systems that consume energies. No one cares about the water, the infrastructure. Entire rivers are being strained so companies can generate anime pictures of themselves dressed like samurai and then having this stupid nonsense. Ordinary people are told to use paper straws and feel guilty about owning a gas stove. Oh, you own a gas stove? Ugh, disgusting. You got to use paper straws. You got to care about the environment. The scale imbalance between recycling and AI and energy consumption is insulting. This is so insulting. It's so tragic when you automate creativity during a loneliness epidemic. I want you to think about this for a moment. People are isolated, depressed, detached from community, starved for meaning, exhausted by work, terrified about the future, horribly so. The solution being offered by billion-dollar corporations is a machine that paints your art, writes your poetry, speaks to you emotionally, generates your music, and simulates friendship. That's horrifying. It should terrify you, but it doesn't. We are slowly training ourselves to accept emotional imitation as nourishment. That's what we're doing with this stuff. The fight is not about smashing computers or living in caves. AI is here, right? It will remain here. The average person will use it because the incentives are too strong. The integration is already everywhere. The instant we accepted Siri and Claude and Alexa, we already accepted it. The fight is about refusing to let corporations define human worth exclusively through productivity metrics. Human expression has a value even when it's slow, messy, inefficient, imperfect, emotional, and grossly human. For a while, I've been trying to get a commission from this specific artist, but they're busy, so I wait. That's communication. That's talking. That to me is talking. As a matter of fact, even more so than that, with any artist that I speak to, I wait. The commissions I've done. My profile picture on YouTube is an artist who enjoyed me and simply wished to draw me. The value is not measured in output per hour. The value is measured in the space between those notes. That pause before a punchline that a comedian hits. The scratch of a pencil on paper. Everything that cannot be optimized is important. We have normalized everything so quickly. Every massive societal shift gets absorbed in about 3 business days. Then the internet moves on. A technology capable of reshaping labor, art, education, communication, and human identity is just another phone update. We make memes about it. We make fast food tier lists. We talk about celebrity drama in 2 seconds. We should be having enormous public discussions about ethics, labor rights, environmental costs, digital authenticity, ownership, psychological health. Instead, everyone is trapped inside content loops over and over again. Tech companies are quietly redesigning civilization underneath us. We are ruining the world. The vending machine of this minutia, of this nonsense, will keep dispensing. We will keep feeding it coins. And there are alternatives that exist, and they are not perfect. But I need you to have these small refusals. These refusals will accumulate. Accumulation is the only thing that has ever changed anything. You need to fight the good fight. You need to do everything in your power to talk and communicate to artists, to people, to outstanding, amazing craftsmanships. I need you to do that. I need you to be stronger, to be more. I need you. I really, really do. And I can't do this alone. I don't have the strength to do this alone. I don't have the power to do this alone. I don't have the ability to do this alone. I don't. I really, really, really don't. I wish I did, but I sadly don't. This is a horrifying moment for me. This is a horrifying moment for the reality of humans overall, because this is a turning point, and you can choose to be a part of this moment in this history. You can choose to be a part of this world, or you can let yourself die out slowly. I'd like to read you an article about one of my favorite artists, if I could, please. So, this is an artist that I think is amazing. This is one of their website, and I think that they're one of the greatest artists to ever grace the earth. And I keep talking about this artist on my page, mostly because I want them to be known throughout the entire world. I use this as an opportunity to do so. It's Cora Jean Kouros. I paint women in a way that removes them from being equescent muses and typical artworks. From action, body language, and clothing to expression, I ensure the women I paint have active roles of inspiration, movement, and storytelling. Raised by my mother, I learned about my family's history through oral tradition. Rather than being inspired by male-dominated stories and media, I became inspired by the women of my family, taking spaces where they were not expected. The simplest acts typical for a man to perform can often be taboo for women, such as performing in the car industry. Despite this, for many years, there have been women who have gone against the grain to become whoever they please to be. These are the stories that inspire my work. That's human written. It's beautiful to me. My paintings are rooted in Western portrait conventions and techniques. Still, my subjects are Chichinas and indigenous women throughout the 20th and 21st century to tell the stories of sexuality, identity, and feminism throughout time, which is the stark opposite of the history of Western portraiture. And in my work, I often make reference to culture through traditional dress, jewelry, and tattoos. For this reason, anyone can picture themselves in that car shop, looking in the mirror in a bathroom, or all alone, and thinking of themselves or their family members and seeing a strong woman. There are not yet enough stories of indigenous or Hispanic women making their way through typical male industries, but our families all know women who have. I want my work to spark reflection and inspiration in women, and to become an invitation to gallery spaces for women to share their stories of triumphs and aspirations, and to carry on the oral traditions of our family. And this is their awards and their education. This is their website. The website is onicora.com. ONICORA.com. I'll put it in the top comment and link it as well. This to me is a connection with an artist. This to me is connecting to art and understanding an artist and speaking through the artist, through their work. This to me is what art was always supposed to be. Learning. I am a horrible artist. I cannot draw. Behind me, if you see in the back, I've commissioned many pieces from my friends in the background. And I care about that a lot. I care about the fact that I want to learn about people. I can learn so much from a creator's work. And when you watch someone's work, you see a piece of themselves. Even if you separate the art from the artist, the art is an extension of the artist. Even if the artist is a horrible person, you are looking at a piece of the whole. That is what I want from art. It's what I've always wanted from this world. It's what I want from people. It's what I want from humanity. And I don't know where to get it anymore. I feel as though I am left searching for Atlantis at all times in my life. I'm searching for this ancient city hidden deep beneath the waves, all on my own, in a ship just looking into the ocean and the seas. I'm left searching for Atlantis at every single moment of my life. And when I find this city, I will have all my things figured out. I will have all the technologies of the worlds simply waft over me. I will have every single moment of my life figured out. I'll have all this technology that is thousands of years in this future, this ancient city. And I feel as though the entire time I'm looking for Atlantis, I'm at water. I just find water at all points in time. And while we're looking for Atlantis, we've accepted the water. It's most of our earth. And there are moments where we find amazing things in that ocean. We may find a whale or a hidden species of bio-life that we haven't seen in marine biology in our entire lives. We may find a colossal squid. We may find things deep in the Twilight Zone. Upon going deeper in the Mariana Trench, we may find amazing things, but we're still searching for Atlantis. We have so much right now, and you still wish to find Atlantis. But I keep finding water. And talking about AI, we're going to be out of water real soon. We won't even have that. We won't even have that. And when I find Atlantis with no water around it, because all the water's been destroyed, will I really be satisfied? I don't know. Please stop using Google. I beg of you. Have a lovely day or night wherever you're at. And I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your nigga night, be my loyal, low. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.